Hello guys, in this video we are going to solve problem based on state transition matrix. Okay, so how to find a state transition matrix when a matrix is given. So we'll try to understand the steps. The first step is that you have in the question a matrix will be given. So by using Laplace transform method, the first step we are going for it is Si minus a. So we need to find out Si minus a matrix. Okay, so S is nothing but a small s. Okay, I is the identity matrix. It depends on the order of this is 2 cross 2, so the identity matrix will be 2 cross 2 itself. Minus a is nothing but given in the question. Second part is that you have to go for inverse of small s, Si minus a inverse. How will you find out Si minus a inverse? Any matrix, if you want to find out inverse, you have to go for adjoint of that matrix, that is Si minus a, by determinant of that same matrix. Adjoint of that matrix by determinant of that matrix. So in second step you have to find out the inverse of Si minus a. Now the third step is that now we will get this answer Si minus a inverse, which is nothing but phi of s. Okay, which is denoted by phi of s. That means S function will be there in that matrix. Now, after this, we need to find out state transition matrix. That means we need to find out the phi of t. How will you find out phi of t? Phi of t is nothing but e power at. These are all notations. Okay, you need to understand this part. These are all what? Notations. Now, phi of t equal to e power at. Now, how will you find out e power at, which is nothing but a state transition matrix? It is nothing but you have to take Laplace inverse of phi of s. Simple thing. Laplace inverse of phi of s, or in other words, Laplace inverse of Si minus a inverse. Okay, this Laplace inverse you have to take, or same thing only. See, phi of s is nothing but Si minus a inverse. Okay, which is nothing but phi of s. If I take Laplace inverse of that phi of s, I'll get phi of t, or I can say e power at. That is nothing but the state transition matrix. You can try it once. Okay, otherwise you can see this video. So we'll continue doing the problem. So these are the steps you have to follow. Okay, that's it. The first step is that Si minus a you have to find out. So Si small s, okay, minus a. So a matrix is given. So S into, I have to, what is I? I is nothing but identity matrix. Okay, 1 0 0 1. If it is 2 cross 2, you have to see A. Okay, A matrix you have to see. So since it is 2 cross 2, I will square matrix. They will give you square matrix. So 1 0 0 1. Identity matrix you have to choose the same order. 2 cross 2. Minus A. What is A? That is 0 minus 1, 2 minus 3. A matrix. This is also 2 cross 2 order. 2 rows, 2 columns. Now, I can multiply S inside the matrix. So what will happen? S 0 0 S minus 0 minus 1, 2 minus 3. Now I have to subtract. How will you subtract two matrices? Just S minus 0, 0 minus 1, 0 minus 2, S minus of minus. See here, 1 minus is already there. Here also 1 minus is there. So that you have to see. So what will happen? I'll write S minus 0, 0 minus and minus is there, plus 1, 0 minus 2, then S plus 3, minus minus plus. Okay, so what will be that? S 1 minus 2 and S plus 3. So this is the final S I minus a matrix. Okay, now the next step is that you have to find out Si minus a inverse. Inverse you have to find out. So how will you find out that? Simple thing. You have to go for adjoint of that matrix. So how will you find out adjoint? Adjoint Si minus a you have to find out. Simply for 2 cross 2, what we need to do? Simple thing. Just change the diagonal elements. Diagonal elements means this one. Okay, not this one. These two are non-diagonal elements. These two are diagonal elements. Change the diagonal elements, interchange, and change the sign of non-diagonal elements. That means, see carefully, this is Si minus a. So I will change, this will interchange S plus 3 and this will come here, this is. Then what about 1? I have to change the sign. This is positive, I'll change it to negative. This is negative, I'll change it to positive. Simple. Adjoint of 2 cross 2 matrix is simple. How will you find out? Just change the diagonal elements, interchange the diagonal elements, and non-diagonal elements you have to change the sign. If it is minus, you have to make plus. Don't change the places, okay? Only change the sign for non-diagonal elements. This is adjoint of Si minus A. Next step, adjoint of that matrix by determinant. How will you find out determinant of this matrix? Again the same thing you have to do. How will you find out? Normal method. Si minus A determinant you have to find out. Since it is 2 cross 2, it's quite simple. S into, so I'll write it, S into diagonal elements multiply S plus 3 minus non-diagonal elements you multiply minus 2 into 1, correct? Minus sign you have to carefully see, okay? So S into S plus 3 minus 2 into 1. So what will happen? S square plus 3S plus 2, correct? Minus into minus, it's plus 2. So this we have got S square plus 3S plus 2. This is the determinant. Now we have to, this is quadratic form, we can change it into what? This thing, factorize this term. How will you factorize quadratic form? You can solve using calculator, okay? So I have taken with this mode, press mode, take the fifth option. Here quadratic form, ax square plus bx plus c is the third option, and give the coefficients. What all coefficients are there? S square plus 3s plus 1, that means 1, 3 and 2. So 1, 3 and 2 you have to press. You will get the value as minus 1 and minus 2. So we have got the values of S, or you can do by the normal method also, splitting up the middle term, okay? So S minus 1 and minus 2 I have got. So how will I write it as? So I will write S plus 1 into S plus 2. Simple, okay? Bring it to this side. So S equal to minus 1 means S plus 1. S equal to minus 2 means S plus 2. Multiply this 2. These are the linear factors of this quadratic form. So I can replace this with this. So I have written this part. Si minus A inverse we are finding out, which is nothing but denoted by phi of S, as we have discussed before also. See here, Si minus A inverse, which is denoted by phi of S. So which is given by adjoint of Si minus A by determinant of Si minus A matrix, okay? So adjoint of Si minus A we just found out, which is this matrix, correct? Divided by, we also found out the determinant, which is this part. So I need to divide this two. So it will become, so I'll just write it. So this matrix is the S plus 3 minus 1 to S divided by determinant of Si minus A, which is S plus 1 into S plus 2, correct? Now the next step is that I can just divide. How will you divide these two? Simple thing, carefully you see. S plus 3 divided by S plus 1 into S plus 2. Each element you have to divide. Minus 1 by S plus 1 into S plus 2. 2 by S plus 1 into S plus 2. Then S by S plus 1 into S plus 2. So each and every element in the matrix you have to divide by S plus 1 into S plus 2. Okay, that is the thing. So after this, what we can do? We can go for, this is nothing but phi of S, okay? That means the inverse of Si minus A. Now we need to find out phi of t, or we can tell e power at. As we have discussed before, the steps, phi of S we got. Now phi of t, which is nothing but a Laplace inverse of phi of S. So we have to take Laplace inverse, okay? So L inverse of phi of S, which is phi of t, which is equal to e power at, which is nothing but the final answer of, or we can say the result of state transition matrix of the given A matrix. Now for that purpose, what we can do? See, in each and every term you have to do partial fraction. Remember this thing. Whenever you do the whenever you have to find out the Laplace inverse, you have to go for what? A partial fraction. Since denominator we can see linear factors are there. Okay, so you have to go forward partial fraction. So each and every term I have to do partial fraction. So I have to take each term of the matrix. These 4 terms I have to do partial fraction. Since this denominator you can see the product is there, linear factors are there, you have to do partial fraction, okay, for that. So let us see how to do. So I'll take the first element. So it is S plus 3 divided by S plus 1 into S plus 2. How we have to do? See here carefully. So which is equal to, I can write it as a by linear factors. So a by 1 plus, sorry, s plus 1 plus b by s plus 2. Okay, now we have to find out a and b. How will you find out a and b? Simple thing, a equal to, what we need to do, whatever is there in the denominator, just multiply here. So what will happen, s plus 3 by s plus 1 into s plus 2 into this, whatever is there, you just multiply over here, so s plus 1. Simple thing. So this two get cancelled. So I repeat what I have done. A, if you want to find out a value, just multiply whatever is there in the denominator, just take it to the left hand side, so it will get multiplied in the numerator part. So s plus 3 divided by same thing into s plus 1. So this two get cancelled. So what is the remaining thing? S plus 3 by s plus 2. Remember one more thing, you have to substitute s value such that this term get cancelled. Which term? The denominator, whatever term is there, s plus 1, that should be get cancelled, means it should be 0, it should become 0. How will it become 0? S plus 1, I should make it as 0, that means I have to substitute in place of s minus 1, correct? So I will put s is equal to minus 1. Okay, so here also I have to put s equal to minus 1. After cancelling, you have to put the values here. Okay, so it will become minus 1 plus 3 divided by minus 1 plus 2. So this is equal to 2 by 1, which is equal to 2. So a value I got. Now next thing, b value. See here carefully, how will you find out b? Again the same thing, this term, so whatever is there in the denominator, just bring it to here. So it will become s plus 3 divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2. I have to multiply with this s plus 2, I have to multiply whatever is there in the denominator. Now I have to substitute s value such that this term, whatever is there in the denominator, that term should become 0. It should become 0. How I should make it as 0? I have to just substitute s value as minus 2, correct? Minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Now don't substitute here directly, that's what I am telling. After cancelling only you have to substitute. After cancelling these two terms, since you can see over here, if I substitute directly in this step itself, minus 2 plus 2 is 0. So numerator part will become 0. Here also s plus 2 is there. Minus 2 plus 2 is 0. So denominator part is also will also become 0. So 0 by 0 form, no use. So what we need to do, after cancelling only you have to substitute. So what will become, s plus 3 is remaining, then s plus 1 is there. So I have to substitute now s equal to minus 2. This thing you have to remember. So minus 2 plus 3 divided by minus 2 plus 1, correct? So it will become 1 by minus 1. So minus 1. Okay, so I got b value as well as a value. A is 2, b is minus 1. So how will I write? Just substitute over here. So I'll write it here itself. So a is 2 by s plus 1 plus b is minus 1 by s plus 1. Okay, so this is the, so this thing I can substitute over here. See here, this you can see the summation form we got. Denominator you can see it is separated. Okay, for that purpose only we are doing partial fraction. Now we have to do for this term and this term. If you want you can skip this if you know this procedure, otherwise you can see. So again the next term, that is minus 1, I'll take this term, okay, this term minus 1 divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2 equal to a by, again the same thing, x plus 1 into, sorry, plus b by s plus 2. Now in order to find out a, what I have to do, a is equal to whatever is there in the denominator, just multiply over here. So minus 1 into s plus 1 divided by s plus 1 into s plus 2. Substituting s value as what? I should eliminate, sorry, not eliminate, I should make this term as 0. So I have to put s equal to minus 1. Cancel the terms first, then you substitute. So what is remaining? Minus 1 by s plus 2. I have to substitute s equal to minus 1. So minus 1 by minus 1 plus 2. So it will become minus 1 by 1, which is equal to minus 1. Okay. So I got a value as what? Minus 1. Next I have to go for b value. Again the same procedure. So b value equal to minus 1 by s plus 1 into s plus 2. Multiply is whatever is there in the denominator, just multiply over here. So into s plus 2. See the difference. Try to see the difference. Okay. Now substituting s value. I have to substitute what? I have to make this term as 0. So minus 2 you have to substitute. S plus 2. So minus 2 I have to substitute. Cancel first. Then you substitute the value. Cancel the terms. Then remaining minus 1 by s plus 1. Substitute s equal to minus 2. So what is the remaining term? Minus 1 by minus 2 plus 1. What is minus 2 plus 1? So it is minus 1. So minus 1 by minus 1 is 1. So I got b value as 1. b equal to 1, a equal to minus 1. So again I have to substitute here. So what will happen? In place of a, you substitute minus 1. In place of b, you substitute 1. Okay, just substitute that. Now again 2 more terms left. So I will go for this term, third term. 2 by s plus 1 into s plus 2 equal to partial fraction. How we have to do? See here, a by s plus 1 plus b by s plus 2. So we need to find out a first. So a is equal to whatever is there in the denominator of a, just multiply over here, take it to the LHS part. So it will become 2 by s plus 1 into s plus 2. This will go up s plus 1. Correct? Just bring it to this side. So I have to substitute s value such that this term will become 0. Substitute what? S equal to minus 1. Correct? Now cancel the term, then you have to substitute the value. So what is remaining? 2 by s plus 2 is remaining. I have to substitute s equal to minus 1. So what will happen? 2 by minus 1 plus 2. So it is 2 itself. Correct? 2. So a value I got it as 2. We'll write afterwards. Now b value, b is equal to 2 by s plus 1 into s plus 2. Whatever is there in the denominator, just shift it to LHS part. It will become s plus 2. See the difference? Okay. Substitute s equal to minus 2. We have to eliminate, not eliminate, we have to make this term as 0. So substitute s equal to minus 2. Now the thing is that after cancelling only you have to substitute the value. So it is 2 by s plus 1 remaining. Substitute s equal to minus 2. So what will happen? 2 by minus 2 plus 1. So it is 2 by minus 1, right? So it will become minus 2. So this is b value. So b value we got it as minus 2. A value is 2. So I can write it here. 2 by s plus 1 minus 2 by s plus 2. So these are the two terms I got. Now the next and final term you have to see, that is this one. So it is s by s plus 1 into s plus 2. Again the same thing, a by s plus 1 plus b by s plus 2. Okay, I am doing whole procedure. Okay, if you want you can just cut it off and you can directly substitute here itself. Like you can s by whatever term is there, you can see there is a pattern going on here. Okay, so you can find out pattern and do it in that way also. So fine, let us go by the normal procedure. A is equal to s by s plus 1 into s plus 2. Whatever is there in the denominator of a, I will just multiply here and substitute s value so that this term will become 0. It is minus 1. You can see the pattern over here. It's the same thing, only the difference is this is changing. Okay. Now, so this two get cancelled. After cancelling, I am going to substitute s by s plus 2 is remaining. I have to substitute s equal to minus 1. So what will happen? Minus 1 by minus 1 plus 2. So it is minus 1 by plus 1, which is minus 1. Okay, so I got a value as minus 1. Now next, b value I have to find out. B equal to, see here, again the same thing, s into s plus 1 into s plus 2. Denominator, what is there? S plus 2 is there. I have to substitute such that this will become 0. It is minus 2. This 2 get cancelled. See here, the same pattern is going on. Okay, only this term is getting changed. So what is the left out term? S by s plus 1 and s, you have to substitute minus 2. So minus 2 by, so what will happen here? Minus 2 plus 1. So it is minus 2 divided by minus 1, which is 2 plus 2. So b value we got 2, a value minus 1. So substitute here, a value is minus 1. So minus 1 by s plus 1 plus b value is 2 by s plus 2. Okay, just note down this part. Now we'll just directly substitute in this. Now I'll substitute the whole thing, that is whatever we got So that is 2 by s plus 1 minus 1 by s plus 2, and this part minus 1 by s plus 1 plus 1 by s plus 2. Okay, next this one 2 by s plus 1 minus 2 by s plus 2, and the last one minus 1 by s plus 1 plus 2 by s plus 2. Okay, so we got four terms after doing partial fraction. Now we have to find out Laplace inverse, right? For each term in the matrix we have to find out Laplace inverse. The simple thing you want to understand here, Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus a is e power minus at. This thing you have to remember, e power minus at. This formula you have to remember. 1 by s plus a, Laplace inverse will be e power minus at. Okay, so for each and every term you can see here, it is in the form of 1 by s plus a. Ignore this constant. Okay, 1 by s plus a, 1 by s plus a, it is in that format. So we'll just write that here. So what will happen, see here carefully. So it will be 2 by s plus 1. So I will do for 1, 2 by s plus 1. So I can just write it in this format into 1. So 1 by s plus a is nothing but here 1. So it will be 2 is the constant part, e power minus at, right? So it will be minus 1t, or you can directly write minus t. E power at, 2 is the extra part, you have to understand. So it will become 2 into e power minus t. Here minus is the minus 1 by s plus a form, again same thing. This will become e power minus 2t, e power minus 2t. Now rest you have to do e power minus sign is already there, so minus e power minus t plus e power minus 2t. Okay, this thing 2 e power minus t minus 2 e power minus 2t minus e power minus t plus 2 is the extra part, 2 into e power minus 2t. Okay, so this will be the final answer. This is the matrix which is nothing but phi of t. So we have to find out Laplace inverse of phi of s, which is nothing but phi of t, and which is equal to e power at. This is nothing but the straight transition matrix of the given thing. So you need to understand, for Laplace inverse you have to do partial fraction. Since denominator you can see it is product form, you have to just split it up using partial fraction method, and you have to apply this formula. Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus a is e power minus at. Just observe this and do. Okay, I have done one for you, rest you can just check it up. So this is the answer.